Greetings. It's been far too long since I've done this that it feels awkward again. I always hate talking to a camera for the first time in a long time. There's no telling if I'd even be able to get this out. I mean, I'm gonna try and do it at a one shot. Um, but I would like to try to edit it as well, so no telling if this piece of crap is going to actually be able to run editing software at all. I highly doubt it, and I'm more than skeptical. Anyways, what's up everybody? TeeCerberus here. This feels real awkward. So obviously I haven't put anything up on this channel in a while. I've been making some slight moves and adjustments life-wise and career path-wise. Some things were recently abruptly adjusted, so I have to, figure some things out again and whatever. I'm doing this on my phone instead of on my computer, which used to be sitting over there underneath or underneath next to my desk. I don't fucking know. It's no longer there because it's dismantled and put in storage. There's pretty much nothing left inside this room at all because I don't live here anymore at this residence that I've lived at it for the last 4 years or so. I don't even know. No, more than 4 years. 5? Probably 5. Yeah, about 5 years. 5.5. Shit. However fucking long I've been here. I'm glad to be getting out of Fairfield finally. Because Fairfield is it's fucking hot here, man. Yeah, I know it's California, but Fairfield is hot compared to what been used to all my life growing up and around the Bay Area, San Francisco and whatever. Actually growing up on the bay where it's nice and cool, even when it's hot, it still feels like you can still feel moisture in the air. You don't feel that here in Fairfield. So what's going on right now in my life, I guess? I'm looking at this computer because I just started the editing software before I started recording, and it's still doing the first time setup, and this laptop tends to do that every single time I launch something, even though it's not the first time I've launched it. So I doubt I'm going to be able to use the editing software on this laptop, and I'm probably just going to send this out raw. So what's been going on in my life? I've been moving? Not really. I just don't live here anymore. I'm here today because I finished taking out all the big stuff. I finished taking out all the big stuff out of this room. I have it put inside of a storage unit because I'm currently living out of my car. I don't have to. I can afford to get like a place or rent a room or something someplace. But I don't like the idea of really giving that money to somebody else. And I just chose to stay out of my car. It's no big deal to me. So I've been doing it for the last 5 months, on and off. I've been in between other places for the first 3 months, I guess. But for the last couple of months, I've just been in my car straight. I battled food poisoning a few weeks ago, while also going to work and living out of my car. That was fun. And moving stuff out of here at the same time, so that was all fantastic. I've talked about on video where I work now, right? Yeah, I have. I definitely did. Actually, when I went to the interview, I talked about it. I have to go to San Francisco and shit. And before that, I talked about going to a different interview, of which them sons of bitches never called me back. But I'm glad they didn't because I like where I'm working now. I like where I'm working. The car thing is entirely my choice. I can afford to get a room or even get a place of my own. It'll be tight, but I can definitely afford a place of my own. But right now, I'm kind of just like, it's weird to say I'm enjoying it because I'm not. But uh, it's not really about enjoyment. It's about getting the experience for me. I'm experiencing this living out of my car stuff right now, and you know, it's fucking toughening me out a little bit, a little bit. um, I always do things. That's been around a while know that I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. Like, for instance, I never really had a bed inside here. When I first moved here to this house, I had a bed. I threw it out uh, to make space, so I got a futon. That futon was shit, so I threw that out, and I just said fuck it, and I slept on the floor. Finished building my computer, and I was up and running for a while. So, uh, excusez-moi. A few years later, I no longer work at FedEx. I've had another job since then as well at Woodline Cabinets. I worked there for about a year or so. Sorta. I got laid off. um, like 2 months into working there when I first started, and then they brought me back 3 months later. So technically, I've been there for a year, but I didn't actually work there for a full year. Worked there for maybe like 9 months. So, and 3 months laid off. So, I'm now working at the San Francisco International Airport, of which I actually love my job. It's easy to me. Apparently, it's hard to a lot of other people, but things that are harder to other people are kind of easy to me. When it comes to work and busting your ass, that's all easy to me. I flourish in that shit. When it comes to skill jobs, that's where I fail. Like working at woodline cabinets, I wasn't good at carving dressers and cabinets and shit and whatever, and working with my hands and wood and shit, going on with splinters every fucking day. I had a splinter one time working at Woodline for, I believe it was like probably 3 weeks. I had a splinter that I just couldn't get out until I got so fucking sick of it one day that I did something gruesome and I just tore my fucking finger apart and got that bitch the fuck out. I don't miss that. I do not miss that at all. But when I first started working at Woodline, that shit was heaven because it got me away from FedEx, which was hell. And then Woodline, over the course of that year, turned into hell for me. So I had to get the fuck out of there. I was depressed as shit. If you were watching at the time how my content started dwindling, my streams started dwindling, I started vlogging a little bit more, but that was just because I didn't feel like doing shit else at the time. And yeah, I was just fucking falling into such a deep ass depression. I had to just stop going to work one day. My bad, Carlos. My bad. But being there was fucking killing me. I had to get the fuck out. My bad for just abruptly stop going to work. I may have told everyone else that I got laid off, but I just fucking stopped going to work because I knew eventually I'd get the phone call of me getting fired, and I just did that shit. But yeah, things are alright today. So people that have been around a while, they know that I'm quite terrible when it comes to managing money. I I spend money. Money that I work to get in my pocket. I I hardly give it a chance to settle in there because I have such a disattachment to money because I don't like money, so it's just easy for me to let it go. Which is a good thing because it means I'll never stab you in the fucking back for money. It means I can pursue the things that I want to do rather than doing the things that would make me money. It means I just have a complete disattachment from money. But it also means I don't like to keep it because I just let it fly. Um, lately, uh, so for the, I, what? This is my, no, this is not my first. Last week was. Yeah, last week was. The week before last week, whatever, there was a point in the last few weeks um, where I worked for 3 weeks straight, worked a lot of overtime after, uh, like, the time that I clock out, I would just stay and work overtime after. And I worked through my days off for 2 weeks. So I had 3 full fucking weeks at work. And that was good idea. It was tiring as shit. All my clothes stunk because I had to start wearing stuff twice. You gotta do what you gotta do. I made that goddamn money, and it resulted in me getting the biggest fucking check I've ever gotten in my life. So I'm not gonna say how much it was, but it was enough for me to be able to pay my car bills, my car payments, my car insurance, my credit card debt that I've had for a while, pay that shit. I didn't pay the credit card debt completely off. I paid it more than halfway off, about 75% off or whatever. And then I've got like another $100 that I still need to just, I'm gonna pay it entirely off when I get my next check. And my car payments are paid up for a couple months, so that's fucking great. And I did that. And that's a big fucking deal to me because I've never done something that responsible with money before. Honestly, I was just thinking, I'm gonna have a fat ass check when I'm done busting my ass for 3 weeks straight, and then that check comes rolling in on Friday, and I'm like, Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch. I went and put it in my Amazon cart and everything, and I looked at the new Surface Go that I plan on getting at some point. I could have bought a Nintendo Switch, the games I want, and a Surface Go with the money that I made from that check, but I didn't. And it was not an easy decision, but I didn't do it. Instead, I decided to be fucking responsible and pay my goddamn bills forward so I don't have to worry about them for the next couple of months. Which was, after I did it, it felt really good. Felt real good to do that. It felt like a huge burden off my shoulders, especially since I'm going to get fucked in a couple weeks. In a couple weeks, I have to pay my car registration, which for whatever reason, it's higher than it's ever been. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm financing a car. I don't fucking know why. But for whatever reason, my car registration fee is like not seven. It's like six. It's like $550 something, but it's gonna come out to like $600 fucking dollars or something. And usually they've been like 150 or 200 at most. The most I've ever paid for a car registration fee was like maybe 250. But now this shit is like fucking $600 fucking dollars. I don't know why it's more expensive. But yeah, I'm about to get fucked with that coming soon. So it's a good idea for me to pay off my bills and just fucking pay them forward. So that felt good to be able to do. That was one of the more responsible things I've done. But I could be playing Breath of the Wild right now. I'd be fucked. Because I want to spend my money on fucking video games. But instead, I'm not. I have still plenty of emergency passive income. I'm good. I'm in a good place financially right now. So that's cool. It's cool. And I'm looking forward to the next couple of months because then I could just save. So next month, I'm also just going to pay it forward another couple of months or something, and I'm going to try and pay my car. Just keep adding on as far as I can for my car. I think you can pay my car up to 6 months in advance, so I'm going to try and get that and try to stay there. I'm always going to try to stay 3 months ahead on my car payments. So, and then I'll probably just pay my car insurance off entirely, so I don't have to pay it month to month anymore. And that's about probably like around $700, $800, something like that. Just nothing. This is nothing to me. So, yeah. As for the housing situation, it's weird. It's weird, but I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry to do it. Because I feel like I'm getting a lot out of the experience of living out of my car. It's experience not too many people get. Some people are just straight up homeless. I got a home I can drive around. Fortunately, very fortunately. Yeah. I'm not supposed to be living out of my car and making payments on it, I'm pretty sure, but, you know, no one's gonna say a thing except for me on camera. But fuck it. Yeah, as for the living situation, I'm gonna talk to a couple of the people that I work with. There's one guy, and then he says he knows another, and then one of our other guys who I was looking forward to it, but he dropped out on us, so he was the main person I was looking forward to actually living with. He's real cool, very cool, much cooler than my introverted ass that never says anything at work. But I was looking forward to living with him, but unfortunately he dropped out, and he's gonna stay where he's currently living, so. But it's good. It's good. It's good. He's a content maker. When he actually puts anything up on his channel, I'll link it in whatever next video. I'll try to start doing some kind of vloggy updates more often. And yeah, this whole time it's been 18 minutes and 31 seconds. And this piece of shit is still on the first part of the first time startup performance thing. So, most certainly not going to be able to edit this. So it's a good thing I don't think it was too bad. Because it's all going up like this, not shortened or anything. Raw, unfiltered. What is this? Is this considered a Restless Beast? I believe this is a Restless Beast update, especially since I've had 2 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. Speaking of which, it is 12 a.m. I gotta get back to work. My clothes are finishing up drying right now. I don't really have to get back to work right now, but I'd rather be out there so I don't have to deal with the fucking traffic, so I'm gonna go tonight. Try not to fall asleep on the way there and die in a flaming death. You'll know if you don't hear from me again. Yeah, I'm tired, super fucking exhausted. And yeah, I'm gonna let it go there. Thank you very much for watching, if you did.